Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. Yeah, I, of course, am Hammer, the founder of Originator Success, Grab and Go Social, and Rate Sensei. Thank you for joining me. Remember, you can join me live each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to talk about mortgage rates and pricing, what's going on in the markets, what you can expect today, and what you can expect for the next few days and next few weeks, even. So, if you're here this morning, say good morning. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget, give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you are here. I do not see my chat comments on the stream. So, there we go. Good morning, Holly Johnson. Great to have you here. Great to see you this morning. So, if you are here this morning, say good morning. If you would like a reminder, a quick text alert that I'm going live, which, by the way, there was an error yesterday that it did not go out, but it did go out this morning. You can get that, of course, at hmmr.io/reminder. Sign up, and I'll send you a quick text that I'm going live. And this morning, I am going live from the West Coast out here in San Diego. So behind me, we've got the island of Coronado. um, I'm way downstream from Hotel Del Coronado. That's way up that way. But still very beautiful here. Let's see, can you see them there? Yeah, there's some rocky islandy type things out there. Very cool, and as always, is a beautiful place. San Diego's gorgeous. It really is. Crazy expensive, but gorgeous. So good morning. Let's see. Let me go back. Get back on script, Hammer. Come on. Remember to say hello. Let's see who do we got here this morning. We'll say hi. We got Holly Johnson, Angela. Good morning, Angela. And it was so great to meet you, by the way. Obviously, you're home safe. Great to see you, Amy, as well. Good to see both of you so much. Deb Dickinson, good morning. Let's see. We've got Rob Stewart. Loans with Mo. Remind me again, who is this? Who's Loans with Mo? I need that name again. I gotta go look. I always forget. Rob Stewart, EJ McDonald, Tim Klyla, great to have you here. Kyle Mazikas, Jerry Vila, good morning. Tom Deadmore, um, Chris Dickerson, good morning. Great to have all of you here. So let me get back onto. I got it actually all prepped. By the way, what did you guys think of that pre-recorded yesterday? That wasn't too bad, right? If I'm those times when it's tight for me, I might start using that a little bit more. Monica Dinkins, thank you. That's why the Mo throws me. I don't get Monica. I'm sorry, Monica. Thank you though for reminding me your channel. So what did you guys think of the recorded show yesterday? Let me know. I'm going to sit back down. Yeah, by the way, you can tell I'm chilly this morning. It is a little chilly, so I got my Harry Potter blanket on. All right. This makes it a little easier for me to hit the buttons, even though it looks a little more funky to be working with you. But let's see. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and let's get started. I'm going to do it this way this time. So I'm going to go to the technicals in a minute, but I want to kind of read everything through first. So quick recap. Yesterday, bonds started the day with some gains. They drifted lower and ended the day with some losses. There weren't enough to cause lenders to reprice worse yesterday, but it would have been a situation that we would have seen slightly worse pricing this morning. Rate sheets today, though, are likely to be better. Bonds are actually once again benefiting from some stock market losses. So those were the headlines yesterday. Let me go ahead and flip the screen on and show you some of what I'm looking at. So taking a look at the actual headlines and kind of what you'll see here this morning, the S&P 500 eyeing the longest losing run since August on AI and crypto fears. So you're seeing losses like this. And if we go to Bloomberg and just kind of the market wrap, stocks extend losses, Wall Street slams risk off button as stocks slide, markets wrap. This risk off thing right here, this particularly, this is what you're seeing the benefit in bonds. Right now you're seeing, let me get these off the screen. And let me see what we're looking at here. So rate sheets today, go ahead here. So yesterday, like we said, you're seeing some improvement here that bonds are improving. They're up about 11 basis points on the day. They lost the day yesterday. Pull this up. Here you go. These are my text alerts. So yesterday we were up about 2 basis points to start the day when pricing came out, and things were looking okay. But the 10-year we was up to 4.14. We ended up down about 5 basis points on the day. So We did lose ground yesterday. This morning, we've recovered that. So it's not going to be any huge benefit, but it's the same thing that we've seen a few times. Let me just make sure that you guys are able to see what I'm seeing here. Let me close this. Hold on. Okay. So looking here, let me just pull that a little wider. All right. So I'm going to put this on the 2 days so we can kind of see it there. Yesterday, pricing came out right about here. It dwindled down lower, or bonds did rather, like we said. And then this morning here, you can see it's like a giant wall. It's all overnight trading. This is all concerns over stocks and where stocks are at. But you can see it's drifting lower. It's drifting lower. We had that happen the other day on Friday. We had kind of that same thing happen right here where we started the day. Look at this very similar pattern. We started with a lot of improvement. However, what you saw happen on Friday is as trading went on and as stocks got a little more secure, we lost that ground. And when bonds go down, then that's not great. So we're likely to see not quite the same thing happen, but we're very likely to see at least some kind of similarity with that happening. Also, take a look. Bonds were closed up here. What day was this? This is back on the 12th. And so what was, I don't know, calendar for me. 12th is 6 days ago. So it's Wednesday, right? Was the 12th. And then you could see Thursday losing ground. Looked good on Friday, but yet Friday lost ground. And if we just kind of track right to where we ended the day, just do the day's ends, right? You could see we start here on Wednesday's end, Thursday's end, we go here, Friday's end, we go here, Monday's end, we go here. You can see which direction this is going. It's going down. This is not good. The outlook for rates and pricing with this, not all that great. Certainly not something that we want to be looking for. So keep that in mind. So rate sheets today, likely to be a little bit better. Bonds benefiting a bit. If we look at actual rate sheets, we were at 6.38. Now we're looking at like 6.34. I mean, they down slightly. Today's calendar, it's an empty day. There's really not much going on. Yesterday was a lot of Fed speakers. That's a lot of what the highlight is right now. A lot of the headlines are focusing on the division in the Fed and the fact that a lot of the Fed members are divided on whether they need a December Fed rate cut. Today it's a pretty empty calendar. Jobless claims for the week came in for the week of October 18th. They were actually on the Labor Department's website. Let me show you that article real quick. Entire screen. Here you go. Boom. All right. So taking a look here, jobless claims were total 232,000 in the week ending October 18th. For U.S. jobless claims, total 232,000. Continuing claims were up. Remember, jobless claims being up means unemployment and means softening labor market. So it was at 1.957 million, slightly higher than the 1.947 million the week prior. Now, this is not a total surprise to anybody. The Labor Department has not released its weekly jobless claims each week because of the shutdown. All right. But the data has been published on its website through other channels. Unadjusted state level claims were available for download throughout the shutdown. So, the markets have been getting some data on this. It's not a total surprise. But what they're saying is that they can't come up with the 3 weeks ahead of the 8th. Bureau of Labor Statistics announced blah, blah, blah. The September jobs report, which we've talked about already a couple of times, now scheduled to be released on Thursday. So I'll come back and talk about that. But the seasonally adjusted numbers, it's funny. I was going to say they talked about that they didn't have anything before October 18th. So but we have gotten those. Reprice risk on the day today is low. There is not anything on the calendar. There's nothing really we have to worry about. We could see the gains slip away a bit, but it shouldn't be a big risk of reprices worse today. But you're really just not in a position where we're going to see rates improve much. There's nothing that's moving us in that direction. Take a look at the Fed outlook, the probability of a December Fed rate cut. That has actually, I'll try something here. Hold on a minute. Let me do this. Share. Ooh, I kind of like that, but it doesn't work very well, and you can't see it. Let me see if I do this. Just bear with me. I'm playing with my screens. No, this sucks. All right, never mind. We're gonna stop this. Go back to here. And All right, so taking a look here at the jobless claims data. Let me see if I make that full screen. What does that look like? Just trying to see what you guys see. You're seeing what I see. All right, so let me make this a little smaller. Okay, so take a look here. We're looking at December rate cut. It's up to 50%. It was down a little bit more if we compare to the previous couple of days. A month ago, it was almost a gimme. It was like a total expectation that we were going to see a December rate cut. A week ago, that dropped down to about 65%. Yesterday, it was down all the way down to about 44%. Today, it is up a little bit. We're about 50%. So the weak labor market data and is the bigger component of this more than the stock market, but that's where markets are pricing in a Fed rate cut. But it's not likely that that's going to hold up for very long, and I think we're going to see that continue to kind of dwindle lower again. So don't get too excited about this. Now, how do I stop sharing that? Stop screen sharing. There we go. Okay. So as far as rate outlook goes, rates are likely to creep higher through the week with the release of jobs data on Thursday. The main event that would have the possibility of stopping the bleeding and turning things around. If we get really weak jobs data, but again, it's September data. This is old data, right? So it's not the October report, which they're saying we may not get. And markets are not going to love that. So if we don't get October data, that's going to be very frustrating. What November data we would get, though, we'll get right before the Fed meeting. So we could see some more volatility as we get out there. So anything closing the next couple of weeks, I've been in a locking stance. We improve a little, we lose a little, we improve a little, we lose a little. I'm very much in that same situation of locking because I just don't see a lot of benefit to it. When we look at rate sheets, here we are. You 6.38, then it drops 6.34. The best we've seen in a couple of days was 6.29. Here we're back to 6.34, 6.32, 6.29, 6.37. So I mean, we've really been here, but you see it is creeping higher. Right here, we're creeping higher. So I've been in a locking stance, and I would continue to be in a locking stance. We're not seeing rates move much. I mean, come on, these are really, really stable. But in the scheme of things, it's kind of still worsening. So that's where I would be. Looking at your comments, let's go ahead and do that now. It's a little harder for me when I'm on the mini computer. Angela said it's great to meet me too. Didn't know that yesterday's update wasn't live. Yeah, that was pretty good. Good morning, Tom Stafford. Ron Siegel, bummer. I thought you were going to pre-record, so I didn't jump on earlier. Funny. ADP Pulse shows job losses again. You're talking about not the monthly ADP payroll, but the Pulse. Yeah. Restream's working with Cloudflare out. StreamYard and Riverside are both offline. Yeah, in case y'all didn't know, a big internet outage right now with Cloudflare. It's affecting X or Twitter. For me, it's affecting ChatGPT. It's affecting Brainy Quote, where I get my quotes, stuff like that. So, happy birthday, Mickey Mouse, November 18th, 1928, even older than Hammer. Yeah, I didn't know when I got old. So, and yes, thank you, Monica. Appreciate that. So, I think I'm going to clean up my format like this. And again, I also have to pimp my stuff. So remember, if you want to keep me out here every day, you can get our free daily emails at ratelockadvice.com. You can sign up for our text alerts at ratetextalerts.com. They're $7 a month. Just an awesome thing. Our main tools, though, Originator Success, help you get found online, to be found, be chosen, be remembered, help you to generate reviews. Got some great content that goes out for you weekly to agents. It's like CRM Lite. And then if you want, you can learn more about it there, or go to Grab and Go Social. And if you want to start getting some content to posting every day, you want coaching, social media coaching from our team in Austin Sierra, get that. You check out grabandgosocial.com. They're very different tools in the arsenal, and I will start working more. All the rate stuff I'm going to put under the Rate Sensei umbrella, so we'll be doing that soon. So anyway, check that out. Anything else you guys want to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, quick shout out to Originator Success. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate you, my friend. Always appreciate that. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'm going to get ready. So the reason I am here in lovely San Diego, in case for those of you that missed it, I know such a tough view that I have here. It's like the Holiday Inn, right? I'm at the Gaylord in San Diego. The reason we are in San Diego, I am here for Founders Board, my mastermind group where I invest in myself trying to build the business and come up with better ways to help you guys, learning some really wicked tools that I'm going to be implementing into some of our stuff I'll be sharing soon. So I'm excited about that. But y'all have a fantastic day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.